God is gracious. Alika roshete pahando zakata. This other one is very controversial. It's one of the most controversial questions, and I don't know why they decided to ask me this question. Can a woman be spiritually powerful, financially strong, and still genuinely submit in marriage? That's now the part one of that question. I repeat, can a woman be spiritually powerful, financially strong, and still submit in marriage? In other words, submit to their husbands. And then it goes on to say, what does healthy submission look like in practical terms? Oh my goodness, this is very challenging. What does submission look like? First, remember, submission is the Bible that has asked women to submit and men to love. So Ephesians 5:22, wives, submit yourself unto your own husbands and as unto the Lord. So how you are submitting, you woman, yourself to the Lord, you must submit to the husband. But this question, I always find it tricky, because it is best to submit to someone who is it is easy, let me say that, to submit to someone who is submitted to the Lord. So if you are a born-again woman, it's easy to submit to someone who is also submitted to the Lord. Hallelujah. So this is, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands. So is submission necessary for every married wife, married woman? Yes. But I will put, I'll not put a but. I will just first, let me answer the question, part one. Yes, it is possible for a financially independent woman to submit, because those are two different roles. One is your career and the other one, you're a wife. You must know how to separate the two if you're married. If you're the CEO in your office, please, at your house, you're not the CEO. The man is the head of the home. Don't bring your CEO into the marriage or into the relationship. Submit, because that is what the Bible has asked of you. Whatever position you have, when you get to your house, submit. But again, what I want to make clear is people have really misused this submission thing. So if you're married and your husband asks you to do something that is sin, so are you still going to submit? That is why I am saying you must submit to it is not blind. Submission is not blind submission. In short, submission is not taking away your thinking capability, such that because my husband said I go steal, he's my husband, I will go and steal. That is blind submission. That is not what we are talking about. And that is why I'm saying submitting to someone who is submitted to Christ becomes easier. Hallelujah. So healthy submission is not slavery. It is not slavery. Hallelujah. Healthy submission is respect. It is honoring the leadership of your home, because now the man is the priest of the home. Supporting the vision of the family, which is the man's vision, I could say. Respectful communication. Submission is not abuse, whether physical, whether emotional. You cannot be a husband abusing your wife, yet you require of them to submit. No. Submission is not slavery. Submission is not abuse. Submission is not blind obedience, like what I said. Your husband said, let's go rob a bank. I'm here, I'm coming. That is not submission. Hallelujah. Submission is not the wife being silenced, because her voice of reason and wisdom is needed in the family. So as much as she is submitting, her voice of reason, her wisdom is also needed. So it is also knowing that you as the husband, that let me bring my wife together, let's talk and figure this thing out. Not commando kind of thing. That is where people have misused this term submission. You want to be... No, it is not that. It is mutual respect. Respecting the vision the man has for the family. But since you have been joined together, you are one. So you must also come together and plan way forward for your family together. So women are very intuitive, and the instincts of a woman are higher than that of a man. Of a man. That's what I've come to realize. So that is why the woman's voice of reason is needed. So what should I say? Submit. The question, remember, ask, can a financially stable person... Your finances are your finances. This is marriage. Your career is your career. This is a marriage. You have your money. Whether you're earning more than your husband, you must submit, because that is out there. But when you go into the home, that is the wife, the husband who is the priest. So husband should love the wife. The wife should submit. But let us not abuse this terminology, please. Hallelujah. So I think that's it for that question. I hope I have answered it well, And I was talking to someone the other day, and I was telling them, women are reciprocators, They reciprocate, aura for aura, vibe for vibe, that kind of thing. Women always are responsive to how you treat them. So you treat a woman badly, she will respond badly. You don't love her, how do you expect her to submit? Do you understand? So we have to look at those aspects, not just going blindly, the Bible said you submit, fine. But what are you doing? Are you loving me? If you love me, could you cheat on me? If you love me, could you abuse me sexually? Could you abuse me emotionally? Could you abuse me financially? So we are not saying that, now the woman is like an apotea. The woman cannot disappear, because we need her in that family. But she is going to reciprocate and even submit well if you love her well. I think that's it for that question.